Brandon Smith, alongside my brother in arms, Mr. Jerry Drummond. How are you doing on this fine Sunday night?
I'm doing good. Thanks for asking, dude. Your show, your rules. I'm so happy to be on it.
Of course, man. Like, you got to help those out. Your friends. Those that are struggling.
Are you trying to say I'm less fortunate?
Maybe. I mean, a little bit. Um, but
Noted.
I'll be humble. Yeah, it's my show, but yeah, no, I'm excited, man. We got a lot to talk about. The final rankings came out today. Yeah, where do you want to start first?
I mean, I thought they did a good job not putting. I don't. If they were going to put Notre Dame in, they had to put Miami in, but I don't mind them leaving Notre Dame out.
I feel like that was the main storyline going into this rankings. Was we pretty much knew who 1 through 8 was going to be. 12 and 11. It was those last two spots. I think we could all agree it came down to Bama, Notre Dame, Miami. And do you feel like the committee got it right?
Yeah, I mean, my only gripe with the committee is they should not be doing these weekly shows. I think it's stupid. Like, this entire time you had Notre Dame over Miami, and then the last week you put Miami over Notre Dame. If I was a Notre Dame fan, that would piss me off. But also, like, Notre Dame played A&M, and they played Miami, and they lost both of them. Like, I'm sorry, but like, I'm not saying yet. Like, I get it. Those are two really good teams, but don't complain about not being in when you had a shot at beating two of the teams that are in.
Right, and I know a lot of Notre Dame fans are talking about, oh, well, we were ranked higher than Miami before going into this one. I mean, I get it. The committee's been all over the place with a bunch of stuff, but they even said before this week, like, hey, like going into the final week, it doesn't really matter where teams are at. We'll
But that's the
reevaluate
thing. It's like, why even do rankings then if it doesn't matter where these are? Like, I just think it's
all.
stupid. I think it's stupid that they do these shows every week and then they give us like new things they're looking at every week. The committee sucks. Like, they got it right. Congratulations. But like, I think I texted you my list and I think I had Notre Dame in. I think I had Notre Dame in. I messed up because I had Alabama out, and I meant to have Alabama in. But the committee, they suck. They don't watch the games. They just want to fit their little narratives, and I'm sick of them. I'm sick of them.
Yeah, I mean, and they brought on Urosic, the head of the committee, on.
Oh, you're a Czech. He's a Providence Day alum.
Oh, really?
Yes, bro.
I didn't know that. No, you might have told. I think you might have told me that. But so they brought him on. I don't know if you saw it. Saban basically called him out on game day for not answering any of the questions that Reese Davis asked him. Just basically like, hey, what was y'all thought process on going into this final rankings? And he just danced around all of them. So it's like, it's a joke.
No, it is, and I'm not saying we should get computers involved. I just think I don't know what the solution is, but there's got to be a better way. Like, these people don't know football, and I'm not saying you got to be an X and O's genius to know, who to put in, but it's just a constant changing of like, oh, we're looking at game control this week. Okay, well, what does game control have to do? Like, okay, cool. Like, well, we're looking at EPA allowed. Like, oh my God, give me a break. I'm just sick of it. And the ESPN just bends the knee for the college football playoff. Chris Fowler, love him, but he's over here. Texas should be in the playoff, dude. Look at the SEC.
It's like, did we forget the fact that they lost to 4-8 Florida? That's why they're not in the playoff.
Yeah, let's just not play the regular season anymore. Let's just look at recruiting rankings, and then we'll let Vegas decide who wins games each week. We'll just sim to the playoff. And if that's what they want to do, have at it. but like it's just so stupid. And I'm not the 14 playoff. I, it, I people were going to be mad about 5 through 8, with the 4 team. Well, now we're mad about 11 through 14. Those teams realistically aren't going to win a national championship. They're not. And like, no disrespect to JMU, how are there two? Like, why? Why are there two G5 teams?
I mean, this is something that I was going to bring up, but do you think? This is my opinion. I think we should go from 5 to 4 automatic conference champion bids.
I think it should be. I get JMU being in, I guess, because they're the 5th highest conference champion. Yeah, it should be the 4 because, no disrespect to Oregon, I'm not excited to watch Oregon play James Madison. I'm not. And I'm not saying this is a ratings thing, but like Notre Dame should be more upset that JMU's in, not Miami or Bama. Like, Alabama could have lost by 60 yesterday. They're going to get in. You're not going to penalize a team that played their 9th league game. And then BYU fans are like, well, how come we didn't get in? Well, they weren't in. They weren't in the last bracket projection anyway. Don't lose to the same team twice.
Yeah, I mean and BYU fans I've seen all over Twitter saying, how come you don't penalize Bama for getting boat race in the SEC championship, but you penalize us for playing an extra game? It's like you weren't, like you said, you weren't in it to begin with. So
yeah. And Bama beat Georgia in the regular season.
And the one really good team y'all played all year smoked y'all twice.
And yeah, once on a neutral field too.
Yeah, I mean, who is BYU beating?
Yeah, and I don't mind that JMU's in. I think it's cool, but like if this playoff is to be, if it's for the most deserving, sure, or if it's for the best teams, like the 4 team, I always was confused. Are we doing the 4 best teams, or are we doing the 4 most deserving teams? Because I feel like in those years, if you look at the top 4 right now, yeah, those are probably the 4 most deserving teams. But the like, I guess, like now it's like we're just making up stuff so we can get teams in. Like I get JMU, that is the rule, like the 5th highest conference champion, but like, come on.
Yeah, we got the 10 best teams this year.
I don't mind Tulane being in it because like the American is pretty good. I don't mind making a room for 1 G5, but like let's not have a Sun Belt team in. Like, I'm not even trying to be rude. Notre Dame, Oregon is only okay. Oregon on a neutral field is gonna be what, 7? There's still 3 scores favored against JMU. Notre Dame probably similar, or 14 points. Like, what are we doing?
I mean, do you think that's something the committee will do? Will they go to 4 teams, or are they gonna? You think they'll
No, because the committee doesn't even know what they do. They can't even they can't even chew gum and walk at the same time. I mean, they're so dumb. And I don't even know, like, I don't know how to fit. What I would do is get media members on the thing. Get actual national college football writers on it. Because they would at least know, all right, I've been critiquing this for 4 or 5, almost a decade. I have to be able to defend myself when I put out who we have in, who we don't have in.
Right. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, it's a cool story for JMU to get in, but like, it's just not. It's not fair. You know what I mean? It's not fair to Notre Dame. It's not fair to these other teams that actually play tough schedules and deserve to be in the playoff.
I think there should be a G5 playoff. I hate even saying that. I hate even making this about. But it's a different sport. It's a different sport. Like, I went to South Florida, North Texas. That's at the time, the 2 best teams in the American. And then you go to Clemson, Florida State, and you're like, okay, now Clemson, Florida State were both down this year. That is a different level athlete. That's just different. It's totally different. I think, like, I don't know. I don't really know how they fix it, but I don't know. It's just annoying because they tell us something one week and then it changes.
Do you think they'll get rid of the committee?
I don't know if I'd rather it be a committee or computer. I feel like what would I think there needs to be. I think if you win your conference, like okay, I don't know because I don't want to have auto. I want to limit auto bids to an extent. I don't know. I don't know if I would rather have computers in there because then you can't really argue with the computer.
Yeah, but then I guess the argument and pushback for that would be all it uses is stats. There's no way to measure eye test.
Yeah, I've always been an eye test guy. Just like, oh, I can like that team is like Georgia. They're not the prettiest team this year on paper, but you watch them last night. That's a national championship caliber team, and I don't know football. It's played on the grass, and I don't want to take away from JMU. I don't want to take away from Tulane, but like, are we trying to make this the all-inclusive bowl where everyone gets a participation trophy, or are we trying to crown a national champion?
Mm.
I'm fine with Tulane being in. Don't get me wrong, but come on. I think Notre Dame should have been in. Am I glad they're not? A little. I was more upset if they would have been over Miami. I would have been genuinely upset. Not because I'm some Miami ACC homer. You play the damn game. If you don't, if they punished Miami, if they put Notre Dame over Miami, kiss all these marquee non-conference games away, gone. You play the damn game. You don't play it on freaking paper. You don't play it on a video game. You don't play it on a computer. You don't play it in an Excel spreadsheet. It's just stupid, man. And I'm sick of all these media monster mobs trying to fit their narrative. BS.
That needed to be said.
Yeah, that was my Brent Venables rant.
Yeah, I totally agree. I don't think there's any argument. There was no argument to be had for Notre Dame over Miami. I'm sorry. Like, win the game.
What would have been really awesome if somehow if Virginia, well, I guess if Virginia would have won, they'd have been in. But if there's some way where we could have gotten Miami Notre Dame rematch,
how could that have happened?
well, it wouldn't have happened because, well, if Troy would have beaten JMU, it would have been they would have to have all this bull crap. I just like I think they got it right. Like I don't have a problem with how they got. I don't have a problem who they picked. I have a problem how they got there.
Would you be fine with them just doing the final ranking show, no other shows before that?
If they're gonna do weekly rankings, they need to do 1 through 40, and you need to show teams, hey, this is where you are. Like Duke, for Duke example, they think if they win the ACC, which cool, you beat Virginia, you didn't beat 2018 Clemson. Like they need to show Duke, hey Duke, you're number 38 this week in the rankings. If you win on Saturday and a bunch of stuff happens, well, this is a way you can get in. But if they're going to do weekly rankings, they got to do 1 through 40. I don't mind them going away from the weekly rankings. I would be a little scared because then you leave teams out in the dark.
I like that. Yeah, I think that was the controversy that could have had. What could have really happened that went wrong didn't, so that was good. But like, I'm not really sold on the committee.
No, I think
we need some changes.
I don't know if there should even be. I only want to say this. I don't even think there should be auto bids.
Do you think conference championships are going to become a thing of the past here soon?
This is what. Okay, we all know they're going to expand to 16, and they're going to expand to 32, and they're going to expand to 64, and it's going to become a damn basketball tournament, and we're just going to let anybody in. Oh, you want to play football? Yeah, come to our little tournament. It's so stupid. I think if they go to 16, this is how I would do conference championships. the top 4 teams in the conference. 1 plays 4, 2 plays 3. Wait, no. How did Josh Pate had an idea? It actually worked. One of this. Oh no, the top 6. Okay, so your 1 and 2 teams of the regular season get 2 of the automatic bids, and the SEC or Big Ten. 3 plays 6, 4 plays 5. The winner of those 2 games on conference champion weekend get the other 2 automatic bids. So then there's 4, and then for the Big Ten you do the same. For the ACC you just, I don't know, maybe you have 2 auto bids, something like that. Big 12 same. So that's what, 12 teams. So then you have 4 at larges, I guess, right? 4, yeah, 12. That's how I would do it. Because then the 7th team in the SEC in the conference should not be in the playoff.
Yeah, no, it'll avoid all these matchups like Tulane, Ole Miss, Oregon, JMU.
Well, what Pate did is it still puts an emphasis on the regular season, which don't we all just love the regular season? Isn't it the best? If you want to put maximum pressure on a team, have them lose 2 conference games and have to go win out. Like what they basically have to do now. But that, I think, I love conference championship games, but Indiana Ohio State was an absolute war last night. Absolute war. But what did Ohio State really lose?
Nothing. I mean,
They have to go play in Arlington. They have to go play in Arlington, dude. God forbid you got to go play in the Cotton Bowl.
And knowing them, they travel, so it's not that.
Yeah, they could go play in freaking Iraq, and they'd somehow have a home field advantage. Like I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I think they need to figure out how to implement. Do you think they're going to go away with conference championships?
I don't know. I've seen some people talk about it. I don't know though. I don't know how that would work though.
I think there's a way to do it now. Now this would never happen. So let's say Ohio State, Indiana, they lock up the 2. They're in. So because that game didn't matter. Oregon goes and plays. Who was 4th in the Big Ten? Michigan.
I believe so. Yeah.
I mean that'd be kind of crazy. I don't know. I think there's a way to maximize. Thing is with the new system, conference champions aren't guaranteed a bye. Because it used to be the 4 highest conference champions get a bye.
Right.
I think they should still do that. Because then you're actually playing for something.
Yeah. But I don't know. I just like having who was it, Boise get a bye.
Yeah, okay, that was a problem. But at least Georgia and Texas, like that was they were playing for something.
Right. I mean, yeah, I don't know. So much give and take. Like, I'd rather just be no guarantee. Like, you know what I mean?
4 team looked. I mean, the 4 team was cool. Granted, the games weren't always that great, but at least conference championships mattered.
Yeah, I'd say either make them matter or get rid of them. I don't know what that is.
There's too much money, though. I don't think they'd get rid of them. They need to do what Pate was talking about. That was the greatest idea I've ever heard come out of his mouth.
Like having the 1 play the.
Well, the 1 and 2, they're in. They're in.
Mm-hmm.
The 3 plays to 6, 4 plays to 5. So then you would have double the TV inventory, and then you would have legit games like we have to win this if we want to go to the playoff.
Yeah.
Like, when was the last time we saw a do or die game outside of the playoff in this day and age?
I'm trying to think of a conference championship.
I mean, Clemson, SMU, but SMU, if they lost, they were in anyway.
Yeah, they were in. I don't know.
I mean, Tulane, North Texas.
I mean, yeah, like
I'm talking about like a legit P4.
Could you consider? I mean, what if Texas or no? Iowa State, Arizona State last year, but Arizona State.
Yeah, that's true.
No, they wouldn't have made it. I think that one's like the only game I can think of that was like
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just do or die games outside the playoff are just they're just gone now.
Maybe the case, unfortunately.
But do you want to get into some round one matchups?
Let's do it. Let's do it.
right.
Let's start off with let's just kind of we'll get the better games. We'll save those for last. Let's start off with we'll get this one out of the way. Oregon, JMU. JMU goes to Oregon. I believe Oregon right now is a 20.5 point favorite. Thoughts on this game?
Dude, that line is so disrespectful to JMU. Like, give me JMU plus 20, 20 and a half. Give me JMU. Like, no. Like, it's going to be bad.
I have a feeling it's going to look like SMU Penn State last year.
I think Oregon will get up big and then kind of lay off a little bit.
I will be curious to see if Dan decides to play the receivers that are battling back from injury, like DeCorian, Gary Bryant, maybe Eastu makes an appearance. I don't know. I mean, that's what I'll be looking forward to, is just seeing if how much they do play, if they try to get some of the rust off. I know some of the O linemen are banged up too, so we'll see, how they look. But let's be honest, this is a tune-up game. This is
another thing. Is the 5 seed now more desirable than the bye?
Yeah.
No, I'm not trying to be disrespectful to Oregon, but it makes me really question Oregon. It would have been better for Oregon not to play in the Big Ten championship game by far. So now the teams that did play get penalized. Not really, but kind of in a way, theoretically get penalized for playing in that game.
They take too much time off.
Yeah, dude. Football is not meant to be like, you can't take 3 weeks off from playing and think, oh, we're just gonna go play.
These games should be happening next weekend, not 2 weeks from now. It's just stupid. I don't understand why we take 2 weeks, and then there's another week and a half gap, I think, right, till
New Year's,
until the next round.
11 days.
Yeah, you get a 2 week and then another week and a half. It's just ridiculous. Well, why are we playing the Natty on January 19th? Like, that's darn near when the Super Bowl's being played, and NFL plays like 6 more weeks than college. It just makes no sense. That's one thing that makes me mad. The time should be brought up.
If you told me the bye was just like, if the playoffs started next Saturday or next Friday, then yeah, the 5 seed, I guess, so Oregon would have a bye. That'd be fine. Then the 5 seed's a little less desirable, but it's still probably the best seed because you play a G5 team, and then you go play Texas Tech, who's good, but
Let's be honest. Out of Indiana, Ohio State, Georgia, who do you want to play and Texas Tech?
Dude.
It's not even close.
Yeah. And that's not a disrespect to Tech. I'm just saying, like,
come on. I mean, we're just being real. Like,
it's just they need to fix that too. How is the 5 seed? If they do go to 16, I hope there's no buys.
It's like, and you think it's an advantage for those teams that get a bye? It's not. As we saw last year, none of the teams won. All of them lost. Like, it's too much time. Like, I don't understand. Like, why do we wait so long?
Yeah, I don't know. What's another game? The committee's about to piss me off.
Yeah, I think we both agree on what's going to happen in this one. I don't think we have to talk about it a whole lot. Next matchup, Tulane, Ole Miss in Oxford. This one is being played, I believe.
That's the afternoon game.
The afternoon game on the 20th. The Oregon one's the night game. Right now, Ole Miss is 16.5 point favorite. I think this game will be a little bit closer. I mean, it was 45-10 earlier in the year. I think it'll be a little bit closer. I think it's a better game than JMU Oregon, in my opinion. I think it's a little bit more competitive.
I hope Ole Miss kills them. I'll be rooting for Ole Miss.
Yeah, I think
throughout.
Yeah, I mean, I'm curious to see what the just the team chemistry looks like for Ole Miss.
Yeah, I'm interested to see. It is weird how Charlie Weiss is going to LSU, but they're going to let him coach. They wouldn't let Lane coach.
Yeah, I don't get that. I don't.
I guess he's the only offensive staff guy left.
Because who they took the QB coach maybe?
I think they took everyone. Like, how do the players respond to, hey, this guy's leaving? He already left. Now he's coming back just so we can. Like, I don't know. It just feels weird. I mean, I think they beat Tulane. But dude, who knows? Summerall just lay it all out there.
He might. Yeah. I this game is intriguing. I mean, Jake Retzlaff's a former, P4 quarterback playing for Tulane now. So I mean, it's not like he hasn't been in this stage before. I think it's a good matchup. I am curious to see what Ole Miss looks like though. Like what is this team? Are they kind of like bought out, or a lot of these guys leaving, so they're checked out? Like I'm curious to see if they come out and just like run through Tulane.
I think you'll see the best version of Ole Miss you've seen all year.
And if they do win, that potential quarterfinal matchup could be.
The only thing I'm worried about with Ole Miss is, okay, it's 3rd and 8. You got to have it. Lane, I know we kind of went off on Lane last week, but he is like top 3, top 5 play callers in the sport.
Argue he is the best in the sport.
Like, does Charlie, like, I know Charlie Weiss, the offensive coordinator. We all know who called the plays at Ole Miss.
Right.
Like, it's Lane's offense. So I'm interested to see what Charlie Weiss does. I'm interested to see, like you have Lacey, you have Chambliss, you have all these guys. Like, what's his? Hey, are we just gonna lean on him all game? Are we gonna try to be explosive? If there's a couple picks early, if there's a couple turnovers, and Tulane, sneakies up like 10-0, 13-3, like, does Ole Miss like what? That's a good. Yeah, I'm buying that game now.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Both quarterbacks like to run, man. I think these teams kind of have the same identity. They like to establish the run game. I mean, as we saw Tulane did against North Texas, they just ran it all over them. Like, they could not stop them. I don't know, man. This game could be either really good, this could be a close matchup, or this is going to be a blow. I don't think there's any in between. I think it's going to be either really good or like, yeah, let's get this game over with. I don't know. Who knows, man? And maybe Tulane has that coaching edge. Maybe Ole Miss, like you said, Lane calling all the plays. Charlie Weiss not really used to that. They're like, okay, who's this guy who's LSU now? Like, maybe there's just some, not connection there. Who knows? I don't know. Tulane may have a coaching edge.
It's also Pete Golden's first game.
Yeah. This could be, now that we're talking about it, man, I don't know. This could be something.
I'm intrigued.
I know, do you think Ole Miss on the lines of scrimmage is that much better than Tulane? Are they like...
I would hope so.
I mean, just having seen them play, do you think they're just leagues above Tulane?
I mean, that Oklahoma offensive line's not terrible. I thought they handled them pretty well. Have I seen Ole Miss defenses completely take over a game? No. Do I think they could win one-on-one matchups at times? Yeah. I don't think it'll be a down-to-down domination that we think. If I was Tulane, I'd just be worried about getting 3rd and long. If it's 3rd and 5 all night, then, yeah, you live with it. I don't think Ole Miss could dominate them on a down-to-down.
You think they could have a couple big plays that push 3rd and longs and then get...
I think if you're Ole Miss, your worst nightmare if you're Tulane is if you're every drop back, your left tackle's getting beat.
Right. I think that's, if we're going to have something that it's like, okay, this is why this is a G6 team and this is a Power 4 team. Like, that could be the key. I don't know. We'll see. I'm just came to my mind, so I thought I'd ask. But
no, dude, thanks for asking. It's your show. Remember, you control it.
Right. What else? I mean, do you think Tulane has the skill guys to compete with them? And do you think they have the guys out wide to keep up?
I don't know. Every time I think of Tulane, I think of them just getting blown out against UTSA.
That did happen. I forgot about that.
I think there's a world where Tulane can win this game. It's just a very like they would have to limit, like, obviously they got to limit big plays. They got to make Ole Miss drive the field, and then they got to stay out of 3rd and long. Like, if they're facing 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9, like, they got to be living in 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3.
So I feel, yeah, it's a small path to victory because, I mean, like, I don't know. I don't know if they have the guys out wide to, like, truly, okay, let's go to this guy. We got a 30.
They also just don't have a scheme. Like, they don't have a scheme guru.
No. Who's their OC? Do you know who their OC is?
Let me Google it.
Does Summerall call the plays?
No, he's a defensive guy. Joe Craddock. If they were playing, like, Texas State, like, and they had GJ, if they had last year's Texas State team or Texas State's coaching staff with Mac Leftwich, yeah, I'd be a little afraid if I was Ole Miss.
Yeah, I mean, like, their offense just 51st in passing yards, 58th in points, 55th in rushing yards. Like, I don't know. We'll see. It's an intriguing matchup, though. I mean, I'm going to take Ole Miss. I don't know about the 16.5. That's a lot of points. Let's see what the over-under is. Over-under 56.5.
That's pretty high. I'd probably go under.
Under? What do you think on the spread?
What is it, 16?
16.5.
I'd lean Tulane.
I might have to ride with you on that one. But yeah, another intriguing matchup. Any other thoughts on that before we move on?
No, I think we hit it pretty good.
Word. All right. Moving on to the first of 2 P4 matchups in the playoffs. We got Alabama going into Norman to take on your former defense coordinator, Brent Venables, and the Oklahoma Sooners. What are your thoughts on this one?
I think Alabama wins the rematch. I'm not high on Alabama at all. I think they're not playing good football. Like, I'm not high on Alabama. But the first game, they doubled Oklahoma in yardage. They also had 4 turnovers. I just don't know if the turnovers are repeatable. Would I be worried about Alabama? I mean, Georgia got pressured on Alabama all night. All night. They had 18 quarterback pressures. Like, can Alabama... Now, Oklahoma can get pressure with 4. I just... Oklahoma or Alabama walks a tightrope. Their path to victory is just so linear. It's so one-dimensional. I can't buy that in December.
Right. I'm just going back to the first matchup. Dude, I don't know, man. I mean, Ty Simpson had a pretty good game, and, like, he's not playing as well as he was. Like, I like you said, if Oklahoma is able to get pressure with 4, how does Bama score more than 10? Like, you know what I mean? And Oklahoma. But on the other hand, we have arguably an offense that hasn't shown life since week 1. So, like,
it's literally. Stand by. Hold on. Sorry, dude. My apartment's, like, really hot, so I turned the air conditioning on. It's literally offense versus defense. Like, this. Like,
are these 2 of the most half teams in college football?
When Alabama's at its peak, they're national championship good. We just haven't seen their offense really play well since.
They haven't scored more than 30 since. Stand by.
Well, they played like Eastern Illinois and.
Like Kent State. So I don't.
Oh, you're talking about Oklahoma or Alabama?
Sorry. I'm looking at Oklahoma's. That's my apologies. They haven't scored more than 30 since. Okay, Eastern Illinois. I'm not counting that. Since Tennessee, October 18th.
And they scored what, 37?
37.
Yeah, they had a pick six that changed that game. I think I'll probably lean Alabama here because I think I trust their offense. I know it's been bad or it hasn't been as good, but even Alabama at their worst, I'd still take over Oklahoma right now. I just don't think Oklahoma can repeat what they did in Tuscaloosa. Blocked kick, or no, missed field goal, 4 turnovers, long punt return. What? And they had a pick six too, right?
I think so.
They had a pick inside the red zone.
I don't know. This one's tough. I might be leaning OU just because I like Bama can't run the ball. Like you're going into a hostile environment. You can't run the ball, and you're going up against arguably the best defensive coach and defensive play caller in all of college football. Like, good luck. I think, and then you have to trust Oklahoma's offense to go out there and score more points. Like, I heard Bud talk about earlier, friend of the show, big fan of us. He said Alabama is more fixable than Oklahoma. Oklahoma just has how do you say it? They have a core fundamental issue with their offense. Alabama just can't figure out how to run the ball. Obviously, you would assume Alabama, that would be more fixable within a couple-week period. But who knows the status of Jam Miller, and their backups out. I'm going to trust in Brent to have his team muster up enough offense, because we've seen them. They win these games. This is how they played all year long. They have won these games where it's like, okay, defense, we're going to need you to ball out. Offense, make just enough plays to win. And I have a feeling it's going to happen again. They just love doing this crap. And I get people say, oh, it's hard to beat a team twice. I don't know, man. Alabama's not even, they don't even look like what they did against Oklahoma, and they still lost. I don't know.
Brent's just that guy, bro. Join the club.
Yeah, I respect him. He's a heck of a coach.
I'm more concerned. Alabama still moved the ball on Oklahoma pretty well.
But let's see how many rushing yards they had that game. I'm curious. I'm going to stand by real quick. Okay, so Alabama had 87 rushing yards. Do you think they'll get 80? I mean, genuinely
80?
think they will get over or under 50 rushing yards. They had -3 against Georgia.
Well, they kind of got game scripted out of the run a little bit.
Granted, yeah, but OU's defense is maybe not as good as Georgia's, but it is.
I think it's better. The unit is better, but Georgia plays a different brand of football than everyone else. Their line, CJ Allen's a dog.
Very physical.
Oklahoma's defensive line is better than Georgia's. I would take Georgia's linebackers over pretty much any other linebacker unit in the country. And they're back.
Ohio State might have the best.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Styles, Reese. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. But their back four still pretty damn good, too.
Yeah, Ellis, Dalen, KJ. God, They got dogs. They got dogs. Oh, yeah. I don't know, man. So you're
I want Oklahoma to win. I want Oklahoma to win. Trust me. I just don't know if their formula. Like Alabama's defense is pretty good too.
no, it is good. I don't know outside of manufacturing something for Satania. Where are the explosive plays going to come?
I'm telling you, dude. They do hit it. They do hit those though somehow.
That's what I'm saying. They figure out like 3 or 4 times to get him the ball, and he makes something happen. Like it just happens. I don't know how they make it work.
I mean, dude, they were struggling to the ball against LSU, and all of a sudden there was a coverage bust. Like they just find ways.
I don't want to call it fluky. It's just it just happens.
It's not fluky because they've done it like 3 or 4 times.
I don't know. I like they've gotten so used to it. Like it's just they're comfortable. The moment doesn't get too big for them, which gives me.
They want to play a rock fight game.
They're like Iowa on steroids.
Yeah, but at least like we've seen proof of concept from a tier where it's like, all right, well he can do this. Now will he? Probably not, but he can do it.
We don't have a proof of concept.
No, we do.
Yeah, but you're saying like what Mateer can do, but he hasn't.
He's done it this year. He just hasn't done it lately.
Yeah. I mean, like week 1, week 2. Like,
He looked good against Michigan.
yeah, he was pretty good. I don't know, man. I think it's gonna be a good game. I'm gonna take. Let's see what the under is. What's the over under? Over under is 40.5.
No thanks. That's way too low. I can't.
I don't know. I might still take that, but I think it's
The level of athlete on the field is too high for a number that low.
That's a valid point. So you're leaning as of now, Bama.
It pains me, but I want Oklahoma to win. I just don't know if that recipe can be sustained.
I'll lean Oklahoma for now. I'll believe in Brent. I think we can agree this is an intriguing matchup.
For sure.
All right, let's move on to the final matchup for the first round. We got the 10th seeded Miami Hurricanes going into College Station to take on the 7th seeded Texas A&M Fighting Aggies. Will you be at this game?
No, I cannot afford that.
Just thought I'd ask, being that you're from Texas and all.
So true, dude. Yeah, not like we went to high school together or anything.
No. So yeah, this one currently is Texas A&M minus 4.5, over under a 51.5. Where do we want to start on this one?
Can I give you a point? What I told you when we watched the Texas A&M game.
Yes.
We saw what happens when A&M plays a team that is the same or has better team speed than them in Texas. What was the line? Sorry.
4.5.
I think I like Miami here.
I will say, this is probably the best D-line A&M's played all year.
That and Miami has better receivers than Texas. They have arguably a better quarterback. Arguably.
And we saw Texas push around A&M a little bit. And I would not say Texas's D-line is, outside of Colin Simmons, but I wouldn't say they got the interior guys like Miami does.
No. Then they don't have a Malachi Tony.
No. But this game isn't being played in Florida.
That is what's going to be my counterpoint. Is this game is played at Kyle Field.
We saw the last time Miami went and played in Texas against
What is the over under?
51.5.
I'd probably lean under.
this is by far the most intriguing matchup. I think this is the game of the first round. I oh man, I'm looking forward to KC Mario Craver versus Miami DBs. Keontae Scott. Like, what's that going to look like?
I like Marcel Reed a lot. I think he's really improved, but can he really beat a team playing efficient football with his arm? You could say Notre Dame. I think he went 19 of 37 that game.
I'll back you up real quick. He went 17 of 37.
Even worse.
Wow. Yeah.
They're too reliant on the big play in the passing game for me to think. I guess Miami. They're too feast and famine in the passing game for me to just truly chalk it up to A&M. I think Ruben Bain will make a couple big plays. I think Tony's gonna make a couple plays. My one thing is Carson Beck is gonna make a boneheaded decision.
He's due for one at least every game.
Yeah.
And just looking at the schedule here, I mean, you got to give Miami credit. They have turned it around after SMU. They've been waxing everybody. Basically, they played. I mean, granted, haven't been going through a gauntlet schedule, but I don't know, man. I mean,
I'm excited to watch it.
I'm just trying to think. If you could be a head coach and you could pick either roster to be your roster for next season, which roster would you pick, Miami or A&M?
Oh my god. Probably A&M.
Just because you'll have a quarterback next year.
Oh, I like those receivers. Are you seeing the roster as it is now?
Well, how about let's make it for now. Let's give it more context for now. If you could be a head coach, they're saying we'll let you take one of these two teams and you'll get to coach them going into the playoffs. Which roster would you rather have?
God. Honestly, probably Miami. I'll change. Better in the trenches. And I think A&M has the better receivers, but I think the best receiver in that game may be Malachi Tony.
Yeah, I'm curious to see. Do you think A&M will try and somehow take away Malachi Tony? I mean, if you take Malachi out of the game, who will be those guys that step up? Does Miami have
C.J. Daniels, maybe? I mean, it's not like they have a plethora.
It feels like they're kind of not in the same way as A&M that they're relying on the big play, but they kind of do rely on Malachi Tony to make a lot of plays.
They rely on him to throw it, run it, catch it.
Like, I mean, Elko's a darn good defensive play caller. Like, if they find a way to get Malachi Tony limited or out of the game, like, who do they go to? I don't know. I genuinely don't know. What does that look like?
I don't know. I think they would just lean on the run game, try to open up with the play action game.
I mean, gosh, I do like those weapons, man. KC and Craver. I mean, you can. I mean, and also, he's got like part last name.
The freshman.
Bethel Roman, is it?
Yeah.
He's been balling out too. I mean, I think those weapons 1 through 3 or whatever, I think are better than Miami. But do we trust Carson Beck or Marcel Reed more?
I think Marcel Reed gives you more in the run game, so I'd probably lean Marcel Reed because he don't. Beck is a statue, low key.
Do you think? Would it be fair to say A&M has more paths to victory?
Yeah.
Even though they have to rely on the.
Yeah, but they still have like their run. They get what? Moss is back. Owens. Reed. I think I like what they have in the backfield.
Do you have a pick in this one?
I'm gonna take Miami.
And this one's at 4.5. So okay, you're taking the 4.5 with A&M.
Taking the money line to Miami, dude.
Oh, I don't know. I was a little upset in Aggie land.
I just think we can make all the jokes we want about Cristobal, but I saw what A&M did against a team with similar team speed. And I know that was on the road, but I like this Miami interior, both of those interior groups.
Even though it's in Kyle Field, 12 man.
Team speed is team speed.
It's true. Miami Ohio State matchup would feed.
I need that.
I need that. You about ready to wrap it up?
Well, I'm not. I mean, what? I mean, yeah, but what are you trying to say?
No, I don't know.
I mean, it is 11:07. I am getting pretty tired.
Any other thoughts on this one?
No, I'm just excited. I think that's the round one game to watch, and I'm hype.
I think we all can agree this is the best matchup by far.
Oh, no
I
doubt.
think it's
Yeah.
not even close.
Not even close.
You got me wanting to take Miami now.
Think about it. Sleep on it, bro. But I'm telling you, team speed.
I might ride with you.
Hell yeah.
Even though me and Chris Ball have a messy history, but
We can be Kane Bros.
Kane Bros.
Yeah, Kane Bros.
I like that. But yeah, no, I think I'm excited, man. Even though some of these games aren't the most intriguing, I think football's football, dude.
Football's football. I was about to say that. Football's football.
Let's go settle this on the grass.
Damn right. Not in computers.
Just pure violence.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, man, I'm excited, dude. I'm sure we'll have more thoughts on this. We'll get some more videos out there, and we'll do a. I don't know how you want to do it. We can do like a. Should we do like a more in-depth preview next week, maybe, or?
Yeah. When the time comes. I mean, these games are still 12 days away.
Yeah, we got time. But any other final thoughts you got that you want to maybe?
No,
share?
dude. I'm really excited. Really appreciate you having me on. Like, I know I'm a burden to you and all that, but I appreciate you having me on.
Of course, brother. You like the tree?
Yeah, dude. Very festive. You always like Christmas. I know we didn't really grow up together, so it's kind of like a shot in the dark that I'd say that. But no, dude. Thanks again for having me on. Thank you for being in the Christmas spirit and give me the opportunity to be on the show.
As always, man. That's why I'm here.
Thanks, bro.
All right, y'all. Thank you for tuning in, and make sure to go like, subscribe, follow the Insta. No Facebook.
No Facebook.
No Facebook. Follow the Insta. Follow the TikTok.